Let me tell you something that goes against every single thing you've ever heard about sleep. I sleep 6 hours a day, less than the advised time, and I feel unstoppable. My focus is razor sharp, my energy is through the roof, and I'm more productive than I've ever been. But it wasn't always like this. There was a time when I thought, sleeping more hours was better for me. 8, 9, 10. I thought that's what my body needed, according to research. More sleep equals better, right? I was wrong. I'd wake up groggy, my mind felt heavy, and I'd waste so much time just trying to get going. I'd try and sit down to work, and I'd get this uncomfortable urge to, check my phone, go grab something, get a coffee or some kind of food, and then start work. And my nights, oh boy, they were a mess. It would take me anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour's time just to fall asleep. And during the night, I wake up several times, tossing and turning here and there. And I'd also get up to, go to the toilet, take a piss several times during the night. Overall, it was bad. I would get woken up by those subtle distractions. I wasn't even going into the REM sleeps, that actually your body needs. On paper, I should have been well rested, but I didn't feel rested. My mind wasn't sharp, my focus wasn't there, and overall, I just felt like it was eating at me. Fast forward to today, I sleep just 6 hours and I wake up feeling alive. My mind is crystal clear, my focus is super, super sharp, my body feels amazing, and well rested. So what's changed? Let me walk you through it, step by step. When my alarm goes off, early in the morning at 6 a.m., when I wake up, I don't hit the snooze button. Before I even have time to, think about staying in bed, I jump out and head in straight for a cold shower. No hesitation, no overthinking, just do it. And then the cold hits on the groggy body and boom, suddenly I'm awake. Really awake. It's like a shot of adrenaline for my entire system. Then I go on to stretch a little bit, do some light air yoga just to get the blood flowing, just to get my body to produce heat back up again. But here's where the magic really starts. I sit down to meditate for 10 minutes, nothing special, just focusing on my body. After that, I spend another 10 minutes visualizing my goals. I just don't think about them, I really feel them. I feel them to the core. I imagine what it'll feel like when I hit those goals. I imagine from the perspective of the successful me who's already hit the goals. And that gets me so pumped up that I can't wait to start the day. I'm excited. I hype those emotions even more by gratitude journaling. I really go into depth about what I would do, what I would feel, what I would see, and just write it down. And it gets me so pumped up, like at this point I'm ready to do the work. If you want to learn more about this, I already posted a video on this, so you can check it out after this video maybe. I'll put it somewhere there, or I'll put it in the description. But yeah, it's just about, focusing on your goals and feeling that state of the wish fulfilled. Get excited about it, and you're not going to have to rely on willpower anymore. It just flows through you. By now, it's been about 90 minutes since I woke up, and this time is when I have my one and only coffee for the day. A strong, just black coffee. No sugar, no milk, no cream, no calories. Just to fuel my focus. From there, I get to my highest priority work. I work in 55-minute bursts. For example, I work for 55 minutes from, let's say, 7:30 to 55 minutes. That will be 8:25. And then I take a 5-minute break, just look around, refresh my eyes, do some light exercise again, and repeat that up until 12 p.m. I push hard, I work hard, but because of those 5-minute breaks, I don't burn out. It keeps my focus sharp. So I finish my first block of my work at around 12 p.m. So it's sometimes 11:45 to 12:15 ranges, depending on the task that I'm doing. Then I have my first and only meal of the day. 6 scrambled eggs, 1 portion of chicken, 3 to 4 slices of sourdough bread, 2 to 3 tablespoons of cottage cheese, 2 to 3 tablespoons of Greek yogurt, 2 pieces of 85% cocoa dark chocolate, some kind of fruit, banana, kiwi or avocado, and sometimes I'll mix in some mixed nuts like cashews, almonds, but I don't have that often because I already feel full from the food I've already eaten. This diet is very clean. It's got everything that I need to perform well. And it keeps me powered for the rest of the day and also helps me hit my fitness goals and all of those kind of stuff. Since I've started fasting, I've noticed that I'm not just more productive, I'm also creative. My thoughts are clear, my ideas are better, and I'm just able to deep dive into my work without any kind of distractions. Here's why fasting is so powerful, man. When you eat less, when you do one meal a day, your body spends less time digesting and more time repairing itself. And because of that, your body's working more in a harmony. Every system or process that your body goes through, everything is synced up. And because of that, your brain works so much more efficiently, so much more profoundly, and it gets more energy on top of that. It also triggers autophagy, which is basically your body's natural cleanup system. So you feel stronger, you feel better, you feel more relaxed, you feel more rested, and you sleep better because of that. All makes sense, man. It all makes sense. And also, you don't have to think about what you're gonna eat each moment of the day. It literally reduces decision fatigue. So, even more energy for the brain on the tasks, on the goals that you wanna work at, on willpower, on discipline if you need it. If you fast for long enough, you'll actually get a new brain. You'll actually become a new person. Because certainly I've become a new person, man, ever since I started fasting. So, bro, I used to be lethargic. I used to be lazy, man. Now I just feel like I'm a different person, man. So all that to say, this intermittent fasting, 1 meal a day for as long as you can, will literally give you superpowers on a daily basis. Now, before you start thinking, oh, I'm just gonna cut my sleep to 6 hours a day now and start doing 1 meal a day, let me be real with you. Let me be brutally honest. This doesn't work for everyone. This works for me because everything I do is in harmony. My exercise, my diet, my mindset, my discipline, everything clicks together. It all works. I don't have to force anything. This isn't about willpower anymore. It's just about who I am. Here's the truth. You need to earn this kind of energy. You need to put in the work to align your goals, your habits, your mindset. But if you're eating junk food or scrolling hours on social media or don't have a clear goal driving you, then sleeping less won't magically fix your life. And that's okay. But just don't fool yourself into thinking that you can skip the foundation. If you're ready to level up your focus, here's a step-by-step solution that worked out for me. But I'm not asking you to overhaul your entire life in one go. This is about building momentum in a way that feels natural, almost effortless. So firstly, decide on one thing, one goal that you want to achieve. This is crucial because when you have a goal that really excites you, you're not going to have to rely on willpower anymore. Your energy will flow naturally towards it. And you won't have to fight distractions anymore because your vision is much bigger than the distractions. So start by asking yourself, what is that one thing that if I achieved it right now would make me over the moon? Once you've decided on a goal, commit to it fully. Don't overthink, don't hesitate. Just tell yourself, I've got everything that I need to do this. And then you look back in a month's time like, oh wow. It's already been a month and I didn't even have to force myself. It just kind of happened. I didn't even realize it. That's when you know you're in the zone. That's when you know you got the momentum stacked up and your habits formed. Next, start fasting. Go for 1 meal a day with maximum 1 hour eating window. Don't overcomplicate it. Just eat clean, nutrient dense food that can fuel your body and just eat the same thing every day. If you make it good, you're not going to get tired of it. I've never gotten tired of my meal. And I've been doing it for the last 2 months. Once you've nailed fasting, then you can go on to, fine tuning your diet further. Focus on, whole unprocessed foods. Because that's where the real value, that's where the real nutrients are. Anything that's been processed, try minimally processed. I know cooking is kind of a processing. But at least you're doing that yourself. And you know how it's been processed. Now the next step on the list is you gotta move more, you gotta exercise, whether it's gym, just simple push-ups, pull-ups, dips, any kind of calisthenics, running, lifting weights, just running around your house, running around the block, anything. Just get some exercise. For me, what I like to do is I have a dedicated gym session later in the evening after I finish my second work block. But up until then I'll, in those like 5 minutes that I talked about, I do some light push-ups, light stretching, just looking out the window just to refresh my eyes. And I do wall handstands. I can't do a handstand yet, but I just focus on that. I do some planks. I just do a mix of range exercise. I do shadow boxing just to get my body moving, because that's what really helps me stay on track, focused, not losing energy, not getting bored. So basically, any kind of physical activity amplifies anything else that you do. It's like the foundation of peak performance. Once you build the momentum with fasting, setting clear goals and daily movement, it's then time to layer in the additional habits that improve your life drastically. Here's how to take it to the next level. Gradually reduce your sleep to 6.5 hours a night, ensuring that the quality of your days are getting better. Of course, the first couple of days are going to be different if you're used to sleeping a lot. But after those couple of days, then you should be set and you should be feeling energized much better than what you're currently feeling. Then once you've got the waking up early sorted, each morning when you wake up, just go straight to the cold shower. Don't overthink. Just start your day with the instant energy boost and mental reset. Just do it. Just don't overthink. Just wake up and go straight to the cold shower. By that time, your brain doesn't even have time to process what's going on and you're already awake. That's the hack, bro. That's a hack. Now, if you like to have coffee in the morning, delay 90 minutes after waking up. By that time, if you follow the same routine that I follow, then it should already be 90 minutes. Just have a straight black coffee. No sugar, no milk, no nothing. No calories. Just to keep you fasted until that first meal. And when you delay coffee to 90 minutes after waking up, you avoid that evening crash. Next up, visualize a goal. Spend 10 minutes every single morning, just sitting down, thinking about a goal, seeing it, feeling it as if you already achieved it. That's the key part, man. That's how you really get excited to work. You go really close your eyes and get into another dimension, just zone out for a while. And then when you come back to this world, you're super energized, you're super excited, and you're super motivated. That's how you get motivation, bro. Motivation is fleeting, but if you do that, you can constantly replenish it. It's a hack, bro. Another hack. And lastly, journal. Write down your progress, what's working, what's not working, what you could improve on. And if you really want to take it to the next level, just before you go to bed, just journal about yourself as if you've already won it. So similar to visualization, but except you're writing it down. So you're thinking it even more. You're thinking of possible scenarios. And that gets you in the zone of thinking. And when you go to bed, when you sleep, it sets in your subconscious. So when you wake up, you're naturally thinking about a goal. And you're already even more motivated. And when you add the visualization from the morning and meditation and writing down the goals again, you're going to be supercharged. You're going to have, like I said, bro, every day compounds. The more you do it, the better it gets. This plan isn't just about doing more. It's about doing the right things in the right order. Focus on building momentum and everything else will fall in place automatically, effortlessly. Start today. Don't wait for the perfect moment. And once you start, I can guarantee that you'll see a version of yourself that you never even thought was possible. I'm not saying this is easy. I'm telling you, it's worth it. If you ever felt like you're stuck or you're not reaching your full potential, give this a try. It might just change your life. Not even lying, it might just seriously change your life for the better. If you do decide to try this, just let me know down in the comments what your plan is, how you're going to execute this. And yeah, let's keep each other accountable, because when you start unlocking this kind of focus, this level of focus, there's no going back. Hit that like button if it resonated, subscribe for more, and let's crush it. See you tomorrow.